My thoughts around manifestation. We can look at manifestation from many different angles. There's actually a professor recently who wrote I believe, The Science of Manifestation. You may want to look into that if manifestation is something that you're really interested in. I am assuming he's going to cover it from a more scientific perspective. Like, what does that look like? So I'll speak about it from a material point of view, and then I'll speak about it from a spiritual point of view. So the material point of view, everything that you see, the painting behind me, the speaker behind me, the artifacts behind me over here, at some point, it was a thought in someone's mind before they took the time to craft, to paint, to make this beautiful artifact behind me, right? So if you just look at it from purely external mechanistic kind of view, that to me is manifestation. Literally, someone had a thought and they designed it and they put in the work to craft this artifact to make that into this 3D reality, right? So if you ask the question from that point of view, 1,000% I believe in manifestation in the material sense. But beyond the material sense, beyond linear, from thought to craft to skill to making this into a beautiful artifact, what's the beyond, right? Can we have this strong divine connection, and so much so that we can receive a message, an idea, and through the cultivation, through our disciplines, through our craftsmanship, that we can turn this idea now into something that's physical, that's real, that we can see the signs that's all around us to help guide us towards this vision. Whether it's, sign people that you meet, or conversation that you have, or, random strangers on the internet giving you things. Then we can connect the dots and say, oh, all of a sudden, I need to write a book about the science of manifestation as an example. Or I should read this book called The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer, because I really want to understand who I really am beyond the content of my consciousness, right? Things like that. I don't have any kind of concrete evidence, scientific evidence to present to you, but anecdotally, from personal direct experience, all of the research that I've done personally, I've done 170 interviews with wisdom teachers, practitioners, entrepreneurs, elders. I have invested over $100,000 into different teachers, taking their trainings and experiences, coaching program, mastermind. I have done over 100 ayahuasca ceremonies, so I'm very experienced in that realm. And I've studied deeply into this school of thought called spiritual technology, all these different kinds of isms, right? And one of the things I realized in terms of spirituality ultimately for me isn't to add on more dogmas. In fact, the practice for me is actually to take away any illusions that I have. And the more, basically, to clean up the clutter in my mental garage, in other words. So the more I can clean up, the more signs I'll be able to see, the more I can receive. And also the faster I can go from an idea to an action, or a connection, or a result. So it's really not about adding on more layers of stuff. Rather, it's actually taking away all this to unlearn the things that I've learned over the years. That's simply not true.